F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me.
Welcome, everyone, to a wide range of conversations with Rick and Eric.
And as you can see, I didn't get my tree down today like I was supposed to.
I did, which is
you?
crazy. Yeah, I came home from work, and I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. And I'm like, you always don't do anything. So I'm like, well, if I can pull the tree off the topper off in one hit, I'll just, I'll take that as a sign it's time to take it downstairs. Yeah. So I grabbed it, lifted up, and it went whoop, and I'm like, all right. So I just grabbed everything from the living room that was Christmas, put it all in the thing, took it downstairs. I mean, it's still in piles downstairs. It hasn't been put away, but it is downstairs. And I did that today. And I don't know, it's New Year and everybody's. I already broke a tooth. There's that.
Oh.
Yeah. But I haven't told the world this.
Fuck.
He's going to sneeze.
Fuck.
Keep it in. And that's the beginning. I mean, let's do it, Eric. We didn't say something funny, though. Butt chugging.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, people do that with coffee, apparently.
With
It's
coffee?
like yeah, it's like a coffee enema. That's how they get people to shit.
Oh, I've heard about people doing that to get drunk faster.
So here's the thing, though. We as people who poop a lot, I can't imagine the amount of shit I would shit if somebody gave me a coffee enema.
It literally would fly out of you, like Spencer says.
So here's something funny. We could start the podcast out. Are you ready for this? So when I was at work today, you ever just have that fart and you're like, I don't know. And I'm like, I want to go to the bathroom just to be safe, right? So I sit down and I shit you not. I
With John
farted.
Stamos on drums when you need him.
I literally farted for 30 seconds and a turd just shot out of me like a fucking bullet. It was just like, and it was like, I heard it hit the back of it. Like it went, and I was like, whoa. Glad I didn't fart there because that would have went through my pants, I think.
Is it one of those ones that hits where when you go to flush it, the water doesn't take it off the side of the toilet? You actually have to like fucking brush it. You ever had that happen?
Oh, no, not yet, but yes.
Where like shoots out so fast, it's just like, and then just sticks. And even though you flush, it's like, yeah, it's just staying there because it came out at such high velocity out of your asshole. It's now just imprinted into the fucking toilet.
I want to know what that bitch was doing in there because I had already pooped earlier today. That one was just like,
it was hanging on.
It was like, all right, no one's here. Sneak attack.
Or was the beginning of your next poop that came out prematurely?
That could have been.
Yeah.
It was just ready.
Premature poops.
Yeah.
Do they make a Hims pill for that? Erectile dysfunction, climax, control, and premature pooping.
Do you also want to get protected from HIV and and poops?
Oh, premature pooping. Oh, what if that was like a gay thing? Like for butt sex, just like they're just in there and the person just premature poops.
That would be terrible.
That would be.
Like what? Talk about well, I mean, some people are into that, and more power to them, I suppose. But
it turns from a fucking pink guy to a pudding cup
real fast, especially with the emotions that are involved. It's not going to be solid, folks. Just being real.
On that note, welcome to another episode of fucking wider range of conversations with Rick and Eric.
Oh my god,
I am putting cut butt, Eric,
and I am the devil's cucumber. I wrote that down. What was that even from? We were watching something, and they're like the devil's cucumber, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I don't remember now. I honestly don't remember.
I don't either. But how crazy that somebody referred to something as the devil's cucumber.
What the fuck was that on? Now it's gonna bug me.
I don't know. Do you think it hangs out with the devil's lettuce?
Maybe. They just have a devil's salad club.
Yeah. You could toss the devil's salad, apparently. Keep it up. There's more devil things. So I don't have anything super big for the show today, but it's a new year. And you know what
Yeah.
that means? I didn't wait 3 more months to do our end of year in review. So at the end of the show, me and Eric have went through every single one of our movies that we covered this year. Well, 2024, I should say. And we ranked them from least to favorite. And I have that right here. But we're gonna do that.
Yeah,
at the end of the show.
when we do that, I'll have you read your list and then I'll just compare to what I think because I still have the fucking crazy Joker ass notes where I'm like, wait, no, I'd like change my mind 16 times
That's fair.
on shit. So
Stuff may shock you because some stuff definitely was up there, but some stuff was not up there. Because
mhm.
eventually I did the top five and least favorite five, and you're like, no, fuck it, do it all. And I'm like, okay,
Well, I didn't say
okay.
you had to. I just said I was gonna say fuck it and just try to do the whole thing. But
Well, I've been so shout out because we're doing Mighty Morphin Millennial Rangers next week, hopefully. And I have been deep in I forgot how much work those episodes take out of me because I have to sit there. It's just like you're drawing out a whole like recreation of the episode, but like in my words. So each
uh,
one of those takes about 2 to 3 hours for me to write.
right.
I just wrote the Pudgy Pig episode, and it took an hour and a half, and it's almost 12 pages long for a 20-minute episode.
It's crazy.
And
Although
I've learned to put in my in what we're doing. I put little breaks like ask Eric and Sean this question. I'm like, oh boy, there I go. I went to school for this. Uh,
I was
I
uh I was watching apparently I it was the first one I saw, but I was in the shitter on top of the fact that they're like doing the whole there might be a TikTok ban, so hurry up and buy this Neuro gum shit, like a bunch of other
hmm
shit, all the sales. Although from the last thing that I heard was that Trump was gonna put a pause on that whole fucking thing of them doing the whole ban or some shit.
It might be the only good thing he's ever done.
And but anyway, somebody it was somebody in Ohio and they're like this
Ohio.
they're like the snow here seems different. So they like went and scooped the snow that had just fallen, and they're like, it even has like a weird styrofoam smell. And they went and like cooked it in the microwave, and it melted. But there was like also some weird shit in the bottom of the bowl. It was like kind of hard to see what the fuck it is, where it's not just the whole thing wasn't just water.
Oh,
Like there was, but I also like couldn't tell if it was really a shadow or what it was. But yeah, I'm like, oh, now they're fucking doing synthetic snow now. They got shit up in the sky with the drones. They're just dropping synthetic snow.
yeah,
Can't
dude.
even make the real shit. Is nature that dead that they can't even do the real shit? They can't even make it real snow anymore,
Yeah, man. Listen, there. It's birds are fake, so why not snow?
right?
They work for the bourgeoisie.
Well, that whole tragic shit that with the dude that fucking drove into the crowd in
Mm,
New Orleans and shit.
that did.
Like
Yeah.
had this whole fucking manifesto saying that those drones that are out in fucking Jersey and everywhere are like China are like from China, and apparently China's been launching them from the ocean for like years, and
Oh,
like all this other shit and like a mix between like I don't know. I only saw parts of it, but it just sounded crazy. I'm like, oh damn! I'm like that's gonna be me in like 10 years when I've fucking been watching all this shit for too long, and and I'm gonna fucking turn into Dale Gribble. And just, the
see,
fucking government's coming after me everywhere.
and that's why you have me though, because I'm gonna be like, okay, Grandpa, let's get you to bed. Because
But
I get kind of conspiracy on
yeah,
some things, but it's usually stuff that we pretty much know is correct. Like, uh, my biggest conspiracy that I have right now is there's been
Oh no, I'm
uh
sorry. It wasn't the dude that drove. It was the Cybertruck bomber, not the guy that drove it into
yeah,
people
that dude was a Trump supporter.
that blew it up in front of Trump
Yeah,
Towers.
he was a Trump supporter. He was
How
mad
does that?
because him and Elon were doing some shit together or something. I don't know. There's like a whole thing that they went into about it, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't. I'm not shocked anymore because nothing can shock me. You could tell me right now that Elon Musk was an alien, fuck Donald Trump, and they have a baby on the way, and I go, yeah, totally.
Fucking, I don't
Dead
know
ass.
if the video was real, but it was like a clip of like a work meeting thing with Elon Musk and like some of his people, and there was a new hire, and she he what did it what's it called when you just there's an actual phrase for it when you just assume someone's identity, but there's a big word you use for it.
Yeah,
Their
that's
gender.
yeah.
Anyway, she's like, did you just assume my gender? And he's like, well, you're a girl, so yeah, you look like a girl. And she got whatever, and he's like, well, here, you can assume this, you're fired. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, we're not gonna whatever, you're fired. And then just fucking kicked her out of the thing. And I was like, damn. And he's like, all right. He's like, we're gonna start. I don't. What makes me think it was partially fake is because he's like, all right, we're gonna start, this meeting with like a few minutes of just dancing, and he put on like some fucking EDM shit, and they're all like just kind of grooving for a bit. But I also know this man smokes hella weed, and he's fucking a big fucking stoner because I've seen him on Joe Rogan's podcast before, just smoking big ass doinks, just fucking going off about aliens and a bunch of other shit and everything. And I'm like, so it would almost kind of make, and he looked fucking like he was like had wake and bake that morning. So he was like, all right, we're gonna listen to this, and they're all just and this like fucking 50-year-old man just
Well,
sitting there.
Elon Musk is a piece of shit too, and like disowned his trans kid too. So that doesn't shock me when you say the other thing. So
Oh,
he's
like, because stoners are gonna hate trans people.
not what I said. I said he specifically is a terrible human being. You know, Marshall, what? I don't know. I think I was going to tell you a hot take, and I think it's over. Maybe it's best I don't say that because the CIA is eventually going to be listening to us, and I'm like, you know what? Hmm. Let's see if The Simpsons is right. By the way.
Oh, we broke the pig. For those that
Oh,
haven't
we
seen
did.
the Instagram thing, uh, it was peppermint.
Yeah. You can follow us at Wide Range of Convo on Instagram and on TikTok, but while it's still there, if unless that goes away, uh, I thought it was gonna be like a peppermint bark or have something else to it. No, they just literally take the peppermint thing, mold it into a pig, and give you a hammer to beat the shit out of it.
Which the hammer was legit. It was actual metal.
I still have it. It's in my car. Is that a weapon?
um,
Weapon? Do I have to claim that if like there's a hidden weapon in my car if I get pulled over?
no, I don't think so. But yeah, the fucking
However,
chunks were sharp.
listen, I have a great idea.
Huh?
You want to talk about things? Want to talk about transitions, Eric?
Okay,
You ready for this?
sure.
Speaking of tiny hammers, today we covered Willow from 1988. I don't know if we were ready for that. You can cut this part out if you're not. But
No, it works. Fucking yeah. I've never seen the movie before, and
I
it
had seen that movie. Keep in mind, I was born also in the 80s, but this movie came out like 4 years after I was born or something. So
right.
I had seen it and I went, this is cool. There's magic in little people.
In which
Uh,
case, if anyone is afraid of fucking little people and midgets and dwarves, don't watch this movie.
it gets crazy, honestly.
Yeah, but I guess yeah, I guess we'll just dive into that right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn, pop, and alcoholic beverages. It's movie time with Rick and Eric.
Bye bye, little Sebastian. I missed you in the saddest fashion. Bye bye, little Sebastian. Your 5,000 candles in the wind.
Yeah. So go ahead with your
Just do that. That's the intro to this now. And they'll go, what the fuck are you talking about? And have to wait till I get to the very end to talk about it. That's called leading them on. You're on right now. Check this. This is my pillow from the chair I got. It's supposed to be lumbar support, but
yeah, I
feels
have one
weird.
too. Yeah, it's
I don't
weird.
like it.
It's mine has a little massager to it.
Oh, damn. I have one of those over here too. It's like this thing though. When I tell you massager, this is what this thing is.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's like in the cushion for the lumbar support. It like plugs in all USB and fucking vibrates.
So like, is there more cushion for the pushing? Oh fuck. So I wanted to start the year off with a bang, and I thought to myself, what would be greater than starting the whole year out for a wider range of conversations than The Mummy starring Brendan Fraser? And then we looked at that and I said, oh shit, there's Willow on here on fucking Disney Plus. Eric, have you ever seen Willow? He's like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, never mind everything I had planned. We're covering Willow. And that's the short story about how we did this.
I had to tell you that the guy that plays Willow is the guy that also plays Leprechaun in the Leprechaun movies.
Yeah, I did not know that actually. So if I've seen the Leprechaun movies, it's been a decade or longer, so I don't remember them.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we do those for Halloween this year. Shout out if anybody wants us to hear this cover the Leprechaun movies, let me know. I'll work on my Irish accent now. It honestly go ahead.
He doesn't really have one. He's just like, just talks in a fucking screechy
Well,
voice.
when I do it, it sounds like Shrek, you know? It gets a little like this, donkey.
That's more I think it's Scottish than Irish.
This is all I got, is what I'm saying. So I'm not.
If Leprechaun was talked like Shrek.
It would just be like, a big pot of gold. Why was he a fucking pirate? Pirate Shrek? Pirate Shrek Leprechaun. Honestly, I'm in.
Yeah.
I want to see Pirate Shrek Leprechaun.
That's right up there with Thanksgiving too.
Why not? You know? Fucking nothing else makes sense anymore, so why can't there be a Pirate Shrek?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, Willow was made in 1988, and that's crazy. I think this might be the nope, lied. We don't carry too many older movies or cover too many older movies, but maybe we should start because this movie fucking slaps. I don't care what anybody says.
Oldest one we did was the Jackie Chan one. Or at least I don't know if we covered it. Did we cover the one with Jackie Chan when he says that really old phrasing and you had to ask your mom about it? Yeah, you're the cat's ass. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
we didn't cover it. We should have.
Maybe we just randomly watched it.
Yeah.
And then brought it up.
We should have like a whole time at some point where we just cover kung fu movies. That would be fun.
I've been like waiting to spring the Ip Man movies on you.
Let's go. I don't care. You know me, I'll have fun with whatever I do. Will I rate the movie high? Maybe not. But I'll have a good time, you know?
Right.
What if shockingly, what are the movie that is the stupidest one that I had the most fun one was my fucking Bloody New Year.
Oh.
What a stupid movie, but holy shit did I have a good time, you know? Where was I? Oh, Willow. Getting to the very beginning of my notes here. 1988. IMDb rates that as a 7.2. Rotten Tomatoes has a critic score. What do you think that Rotten Tomatoes rated this movie, Eric?
Probably low as fuck.
Ballpark.
Uh, what is it out of five?
This is the percentage out of 100.
Uh, 15%.
Nope, 52.
Oh, okay.
This movie's way better than 52. Or let's yeah. Because the critics gave it 52, but the people gave it 80. That's better.
Okay, yeah.
Letterboxed, it's sitting with a cool 3.4. And let's see here. So this movie actually won two Academy Awards, or was nominated for two, won one for the visual effects and the sound, which makes sense because for 1988, this was actually it still holds up pretty well.
Yeah.
It's just this kind of like one of those movies, kind of like Jurassic Park. It just I don't know how it holds up, but it does.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions. So there's a couple of different takeaways that I got here too. Because the movie's rated PG, and in order to stay remaining PG, in the UK, it actually had to be edited. Let's see here. What does it say? 34 seconds were edited for the theatrical release of this version. So there's a particular, well, I guess I can't tell you any of this because it's the spoilers for the movie.
I just keep it in mind, I guess.
Yeah, we'll come back to it. I'm like, well, I can tell you all these things that happened before we talk about what the movie is, but they took out quite a bit of it actually because it was too violent. And I'm like, well, like,
Oh,
kind of makes sense. This movie,
yeah.
I mean, it's funny violence, but there's still a lot of violence in it. Except for like you'll go from like violence, weird wild shit, and then somebody will just slit somebody's throat, and you're like, oh shit, didn't see that coming.
Right.
Anyway, so we start out in a dank ass dungeon. Dank ass dungeon. Uh. And then there's too much baby crying in the background. That's kind of the big thing of this movie for me is like the baby doesn't make a whole lot of noise, which is good, but when it does, it's just like, oh God. Um this movie and Yoshi's Island. Does everybody remember Yoshi's Island where the baby Mario was on his back? And if you got hit,
Yeah.
he would just cry.
Yeah. I have that
That's
game on that little mini Super Nintendo thing that they sold.
that's kind of this movie. Every time Willow gets hit, the baby cries until he gets back to him. He doesn't throw. Well, he did throw something that was kind of like an egg.
Doesn't something in that movie take the child away too?
Lots of stuff does.
I mean, in the game, isn't there like a hawk or something like when you die that comes and takes the baby away?
Yeah, you're right.
and then Willow, the fucking baby, gets taken by the hawk. Oh man,
maybe this is the same thing. Wow, that's crazy. We just figured this out. Sorry, there was a text message coming through, and I was like, "Who the fuck is texting me?" The three people I know are here. Anyway, so I basically said this movie is a one big escort quest with a baby, and that checks out. All right, so apparently this woman has a baby, and she's just like, "Oh my God, I had a baby. Oh, oh God, this evil bitch is gonna kill her because she's got this weird tattoo I put on her." And they're like, "The fuck are you talking about, you crazy son of a bitch?" She's like, "No, no, no. That tattoo, that means she's special. Cause, mm." And the other lady there is like, "I don't give a fuck. Why you do tattoo your baby?" And she's like, "Listen, she's special. You got to get her the fuck out of here." And eventually she just is like, "You know what? Kidnapping? Why not?" So they end up taking the baby, and they kind of like, there's another baby. It's not a baby, but they put something in to make it look like she still has a baby. And the evil bitch is like, "Ha ha, found that girl that's gonna kill me." And they open it up, and they're like, "There's a baby." And they're like, "Where's the baby?" And they're like, "Fuck you, you'll never know." And then the title card is just the one girl who kidnapped the baby, just traveling with this child at different seasons. Like there's one where there's like autumn, and then there's like summer, and then there's like snow. and then they end up at a little spring, like a little babbling brook, if you will. Until one day they're just chilling. She's just making dinner, you know, with the baby,
Uh,
just making dinner with the baby. And these things, I what is it? So they're I called these things they're Buffalo Dog Muppets.
they're called. It says on here they're called Nakmar Hounds. Is who they send after the midwife
Yeah, they're
who took
Buffalo
off with
Dog
the
Muppets.
with who took off with the baby, who then sets the baby in a whole bunch of grass and shit, and then
Yeah.
sends it down in the river while the fucking hounds eat
So
her.
yeah, I basically said the Buffalo Dog Muppets come for the kill because they want that baby. There's a reason why I did that. See, I'm getting my fat bastard back. Yeah. Anyway, this woman decides after she hears the Buffalo Dog Muppets. She's like, what's a good idea? I'm gonna zoot this child down the river in this basket because, and I guess it worked out because she does not do well. Those Buffalo Muppets, they get her, girl.
Yeah.
R R.I.P. lady who stole the kid. So the Muppet dogs feast, and the kid eventually is found by a village of little people. And Willow, who's the main character, Willow. I didn't come up with a funny name for him because I think it's just, some people you don't.
Yeah.
First lays eyes on the kid and looks at her because his children find it, and he's like, "You got to come see this little baby." And he comes in there and he's like, "Oh my God, we don't know where this person has been. Don't touch it." And I said, "Yeah, if I find a baby in the wild, I wouldn't want to touch it either. Who knows where that thing's been?" And they call these things a bikini, which I put as the D word for lesbian and a bikini. It kind of sounds like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's. And I said, that's a crazy way to say that white people are crazy. And I said, yeah, that's fair. We're going to start calling D word bikinis.
I guess bikini is translated into tall people.
Oh, that makes
That's
sense.
that's what it means.
Oh, good for you. Willow decides to leave the kid to die and deal with a guy named Mr. Burglecut. His name is Mr. Burglecut. Everybody, that's comedy right there. Burglecut. I laughed so hard when they said his name the first time when I heard it. You have no idea. So everybody in this village kind of has crazy names, I'm guessing, because I don't know. To them, it's probably like Jim, you know?
Jim.
Yeah. Steve, you know?
Oh, Jeff.
Yeah.
You guys met Jeff before? Little Jeff or Big Jeff? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah. So anyway, he owes Mr. Burglecut money, and Willow's and he's just like, "Hey, yo, you'll get your money." Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do this right. I have to do the Willow voice. Hey, yo, you'll get your money whenever you get his money. All right, you just don't be stressing. I'll get you some money after the thing. It'll be all right. That is how I'm going to talk like Willow this whole episode. So get used to it. So as that's happening, Willow's wife and the kids are like, "Oh, we've got the baby," and he's like, "Don't take that baby." And then she's like, "We're gonna take the baby," and he's like, "Hey, yo, kids, don't be taking the baby." They take the baby. So, and they find out about the tattoo on there, and they think it's some kind of chosen one, but they're not sure yet. Uh, so then we cut to there's a little people dance party where a wizard is gonna pick an apprentice.
Mhm.
That's a funny sentence. But that's what's happening.
For pick an apprentice.
Yeah. They're going off though. That one guy has the banjo and he's just and there's flutes and there's dancing. There's crazy shit happening. It looks kind of lit. Honestly, I go hang out with them. That looks like a fun ass time.
I'd be afraid I'd step on someone.
Well, there's that too. 'Cause there's some listen, there's little people and then there's some little ass people that are in this movie. Like if I stepped on one, I'd feel bad. When I step on my cat, I almost cry. So Willow does his best behind the stage magician. You know those behind the magic things? I think I was talking to you about this when we.
Yeah, I said they have one for wrestling too.
Oh yeah, where there was like,
I'm, hello, I'm going to reveal all the secrets of magic.
Yeah.
you know, he does that, and he tries to make a pig disappear, but he doesn't do it very well because the pig's all like zooting out of there. He's done. So apparently, to get chosen as the apprentice for the new wizard, you have to go and pull his finger. I don't.
Was it pull a finger? I don't know if it explains or if he had to pick one.
Either way, come on. But apparently, nobody pulls the correct finger, and he just farts out of there with no apprentice. And then the buffalo dog Muppets are seen outside of the village because they get that scent of that baby. And then they call a town meeting and they're like, hey, yo, you don't happen to have like a baby in here that these dog things are after? And Willow's like, fuck no. Why the hell would I have a dog? Why would I have a baby that the dogs want? You know, don't worry about it. And then the wife shows the baby, or though they try to hide the baby at first, but then they eventually bring the baby and they're like, yo, we got to get this kid out of here. And Willow decides that he loves this baby and decides he's going to take it out of the village and give it to the first D word bikini that he sees. So he is accompanied by some randos and they kind of make haste to get out of the village because they're just like, hey, we're going to die. These buffalo things are going to murder us. I put this lady's name in here right here because we cut to it's Bavmoka or some shit. I'm just calling her the evil bitch. It just fits. She's looking for because she's looking for the baby because apparently it's prophesized to kill her. And I put it's just kind of like reverse Republican policies where there's a child alive and you have to kill it before it kills you.
She's like Rita's cousin. We'll just
Oh, I love that. Yes. It's totally Rita's cousin. You know what? I'm going to change it everywhere. Wherever I say evil bitch, it's just going to be Rita's cousin.
Sophia Repulsa.
Oh shit. Somebody get a hold of somebody from the Power Rangers. All right. Well, apparently, what was it? Sophia? Sophia Repulsa. She has a pretty cool looking dude with a skull helmet that we call the Annihilator for reasons. Don't worry about it. And she's got a daughter that I don't know. Like eventually you find out that she looks like Brave from the Disney movie. So I just called her Brave a lot in this. And the Muppets are chasing the little people. And what happens after that? She kills them. Skull him. Okay. Anyway, because then we cut back to the little people, and the Muppets are chasing them. They're like kind of like hot on their tails, and they hide because there's people on horseback. And, you know, it's very hard to keep them hidden because there's a baby making baby noises. But they kind of stow away. And then we have an epic montage of them just fucking lounging. They're just lounging. They're just like, oh, listen, we got to get rid of this kid. But, you know, I'm just going to hang out and make camp for a while. I'm going to play my pan flute while there's dogs looking for us.
Right.
Well, anyway, they eventually come across a cage, and in that cage, they find that's Val Kilmer. Did you know that was Val Kilmer right away? I did not.
Yeah, I did.
Val Kilmer, which I just called Mad Kilmer, because I think he's Mad Mardigan in this, but Mad Kilmer sounds cool.
Yeah.
Mad Kilmer, and he begins to beg for water. They use the phrase peck a lot. Like it's very derogatorily.
Yeah, you peck. They call the little people pecks, or at least Willow a peck. You dumb peck.
And I said that's got to be like using the F word to a gay person.
Maybe I said I was gonna bring it back.
I don't know that we should. Maybe we
just use it incorrectly, like you damn peck. Just be talking to a bird.
I don't know. So yeah, that'd actually be pretty funny. I have to burp.
Oh,
there we go. No bulk burps. Wrong podcast. So basically, they're like, "Yeah, no, we're not going to let you out of here." And then they literally just hang out by his cage for like days. They just hang out.
No, it's only overnight.
I feels like it's days to me in this movie. They're just like, "Oh yeah, well, don't worry about it. We'll just hang out
Yeah.
until somebody comes and takes this kid."
No, it was only
And
overnight. And why am I having a stroke?
uh,
Okay. Where is it? Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm like, why does it smell like my candle's burning and my candle's not burning?
oh,
And then I remembered have the leftovers of my other candle on the melter in the bathroom, and the
oh,
smell
good.
is coming from the bathroom.
I have two. Count them, two candles burning right now, which I have to get one from you soon.
Yeah.
2 days, 2 days. Anyway, where were we? So, oh, because
Oh,
Mad was,
I was saying he stayed. They were only there one night. His
oh,
homie was chilling in the. I remember thinking they're sitting there eating. They're like cooking food and eating, and he's just sitting in the fucking cage, just staring at them, watching them like you motherfuckers while they're eating and fucking drinking water and shit and being all comfortable. And he just all he wants is some water.
yeah, that's
And
that's kind of bullshit too.
and then uh and then that's when the people come through on horseback or other people, which ignore them because they're like, "Get out
Yeah,
of the way, Peck." When he's trying to get trying to just drop the baby off to one of them, and then that's when they run into that Eric dude, the
oh
blonde
yeah,
haired Eric that was spelled Arik,
I
and
like it.
and he knew Mad Kilmer, and
Oh yeah,
so they were like, "Oh, what's up, man? What's up? Oh, yo, let me get out of here. I'll fight this war for you." He's like, "Nah, fam, you fucked up. Can't do
yep,
it. Gotta go." I still serve someone, and you don't serve anyone. And then just left his boy hanging there.
he sure did. He sure did. See, this is what I need you for. That's little things like that that I didn't have time to do.
Because
So
I think shortly thereafter is when they let him out.
literally the next scene is they decide, I guess, whatever. So they end up getting him out of his cage and they give him the baby. And there's like, all right. Willow and then are on their kind of on their way home until they come across brownies, not food, not the food, the somehow even smaller people, and they have the baby. And then they hit Willow with somehow even comically smaller weapons.
They're arrows. They're shooting
Yeah.
arrows at him, and they're running, and they're like, "Ow, ow, ow, motherfucker! Ow, ow,
Yep.
ow!" Fucking Willow and his friend, like they're getting shot with like fucking, like thorns and shit.
Yeah.
Like the big. You ever seen them rose bushes with them big ass thorns that are like that could take out a bird
For
or some
sure.
shit? It's like that,
Like if a cat gets on that thing, that's it. It's done.
or at least severely fucked up.
Right? So, okay. The brownies take the baby until they were hit with those weapons and then they kind of fall into a trap. And then they wake up and they take Willow and the other two little people that are with him to a Tinkerbell who just starts kissing him. I thought that was a little weird. But apparently they take him to this like summon ghost lady who's all like,
her name is Fairy Queen Share wow. CherLindrea.
so it's Fairy Queen Sia Chandelier. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Gonna
Because
swing.
she's the one that frees them and explains the baby.
Yeah, she's
Uh
gonna swing from the chandelier because apparently this baby can summon ghosts, and that's how we find out that the baby's name is Alora because that's what that lady chandelier has told us.
yeah, it
And
says Alora is the foretold princess of Tyr Asleen.
so what I put because I'm me, I wants Willow to be the guardian of Alora, and they need to take her to the Mystic Knights of Tir Na Nog to be a princess and kill uh Sophia.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And
And she
oh,
gives him a wand.
she does give him a wand, and like they kind of send on their way. And then Willow kind of wanders. The what I think this is where everybody else leaves him. His other friends are like, "Listen, if you're gonna do this, I was just here to
Oh,
get this kid to a
they
guy."
left him. No, they left him. They left him super early because they're like, "Oh, look at here's whatever. Let's just the final villain. Let's just leave it. And
Oh, that's
then
fair.
it didn't work out. And that one, the
Well, that
biggest
one
one,
stayed.
yeah, his friend stayed. But that one, the biggest, the dwarf one that got all up was fucking calling Willow short stuff, calling him fucking
Bunklehurst or whatever.
like uh fucking runt and
Yeah.
everything. They left way early. He took everybody with him. But his friend, um, Migash, stayed with him. But yeah, this is when he sends Migash home and continues
Yeah.
the journey with the two brownies, which is the one dude what I've seen in a zillion other fucking movies
Yeah.
as just like an extra funny guy.
So they get to like this kind of town, or like maybe it's an inn, not a town. And we find out nobody fucking likes little people in this world because everyone is calling him a peck and just like kicking him while he's holding a baby. I'm like, what the fuck, man? But here we find out Willow runs into Mad Kilmer and he's in drag because he's trying to get away from something.
Oh, he was
And
sleeping with this dude's wife, and she's
oh,
trying to sneak him out. And when he comes busting in, he's like trying to cover his face. Yeah. And he's got like
yeah.
fake boobs. And she's like, "This is just my cousin." And then he proceeds to try to fuck him.
Yeah, this is where I said genuinely. Mad Kilmer does drag, and one dude does his best impersonation of any straight guy in a dating app and asks the drag Mad Kilmer if he wants to breed. You want to breed?
Is right, yeah, right in front of his wife and everything.
What?
I'm
I
gonna
like
use.
my
I'm
women
gonna.
stay in the kitchen and here just to breed.
I'm gonna use that next time.
Yeah,
Just walk up. Just walk up to Rachel. You want to breed? She'd probably hit me in the face.
probably. And she honestly, Eric, you deserve it. I'd be like, you have sometimes you gotta come. Uh So they're just kind of, I don't, this is where it's a little foggy for me because I tried to do this very quickly. But there's something that happens where they're just kind of trying to get out of there while they're still in drag and they're stopped by warriors of the daughter of Sophia, who is looking for the kid.
Uh-huh.
And then Mad Kilmer finds out that after the one woman, Brave, takes off her helmet, that she looks like Brave. And he's just infatuated with her. And I'm like, ooh. He saw her one time, but whatever. And hijinks ensues, and they start a bar brawl to kind of get them out of there because there's all these soldiers there.
Hmm.
And they end up in a carriage. And I don't know if you took notes about this one, but there's a super long carriage, like montage fight that was pretty awesome.
Is that? I thought it was later.
No, it's right now. Well, there's multiple montages of them getting away from things.
Oh.
This is the first one because they get away and they let's see here. They end up at a lake after they get away from everything.
Yeah.
And this is where Mad Kilmer goes, listen, you got a boat, get the fuck out of there, and I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this anymore. You can take that, go to Tirnanog, become a whatever, and that's fine. And they take the boat over there, and that's where they meet their rat possum lady, who ends up being Roselle, who's the sorceress. Turned into whatever that thing is. I don't
This
I
is a
never
brush
looked it
tail
up.
possum.
Oh, it is a possum. Okay. That's crazy that I knew Rick
Yeah.
knows possums.
And then Willow tries to restore her, and he turns her into a rook.
Yeah, I put a crow.
Is
It's the same thing.
it? I didn't know that.
It's not. I'm just being me about it.
Oh.
So this is where Brave, when they get back across the lake, Brave is there and she's got Mad Kilmer and she's like, "Hey." And then they get taken into custody because they're going to take the baby to Sophia. And then we have a chain gang montage. They're just like walking in chains while they're just beating the shit out of Willow for no reason
Right.
because everybody hates small people. I almost said brown people, but honestly, they're the brown people in this movie. Let's face it. Who am I kidding? And the brownies, eventually what happens is they take him to a camp way out where in the cold area. And the brownies who are part of the group just kind of meet up with them and they're like, hey, yo, what are we gonna do? We're gonna pick some locks. Don't worry about it. And Mad Kilmer and everybody, once they're out, they get into a tent where they kept the baby, and then Brave is in there, and he takes. This is uncomfy for me. He takes so long. He gets right up to her face, and he just goes, "I love you," while
Well,
she's sleeping.
he accidentally got stuck with that broken heart potion thing that the brownies had. It was like that love potion, and then that's when he starts
Oh.
um, declaring his love for her and saying all this shit and like whisking her off her feet. And she was falling for it. She was getting whatever because when they took off, she was like, "Damn, my fucking shit's wet." She's like,
I mean, honestly, Val Kilmer in this movie, not bad. This is like just before he kind of popped off. So,
Mm.
but yeah, I mean, I get it. But I don't know. That whole thing was uncomfy. But now I'm glad you said something about the potion because I don't remember that, and that
Yeah,
makes it a little bit better.
because then he was just like, Willow kept asking him, he's like, "Are you fine?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good." Like he was fucking stoned or whatever
Mm.
until he saw her. And then home dude, the other brownie, got stuck with that love potion earlier, and he was talking to that cat. Remember? And the
Oh
cat,
yeah,
I'm like, that cat's about to fuck you up.
yeah, cats. So after that, they get out of they get the baby, and Matt Kilmer tells Willow to grab a shield. They get on the shield, and they have a really cool running bobsled montage until they crash into a whole ass house down the mountain. That
Right.
baby's dead, right?
No, it's still alive. But we have to bring back to the one comment that you made that this movie it just specializes in fucking chaos
It
because
so does.
they're trying to get away and then there's suddenly fucking trolls. So now they're fucking battling the people that they're trying to get away from and fucking trolls going on all over the fucking place. And there's just fucking nonsense. Yeah. And every time there's like six different things going on, Rick's like, this fucking movie just has so much controlled chaos going on.
It really does.
Until they eventually fucking get away.
Really does. But I guess when they were doing that, Mad Kilmer takes Brave as as a hostage to kind of get away from everything that they have there. And they had some pretty heated moments again. So I'm like, I think both of them are kind of a little bit more into this than they give, you know? You know what? Brave and Mad Kilmer, go for it.
Mm.
I ship them. But before they try to get away, this is where Willow tries to turn the possum back into a human and he becomes a raven. But I think it might have been before that. I guess it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is Willow can't do magic, but they think he can.
Yeah, he tries to change her like three different times.
But eventually, after they get away, Brave attacks and she kind of escapes. But the whole time she's looking back, just kind of going, wish I was part of that. Not gonna say the rest.
She wished that she was on that dick.
Oh, who wouldn't at that point? You know? Honestly, let's bring it up right now because back in those times, just whatever sex would be fucking disgusting. Can you imagine? Because people would never shower. Oh,
Some people, I mean, if you were rich and shit and had a bathtub, people would bathe. I think they
ugh.
bathed in like rivers and shit.
But this is like we've been on the road for 13 days. Check out my BO. And I know
Well,
some
yeah,
people are into
I
that,
mean,
but
that man was also locked in a fucking cage for how long?
I'm saying. I'm saying.
And I mean, luckily there was big enough holes that he could like put his ass up against it and just shit out the side.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just shitting out the sides.
So he kept
Well,
the wild animals away.
yeah, well, they stumble across a castle, and basically they know that because Brave got away, that the army's on its way, and they try to get help, but everyone's like, "Fuck you! I don't want any part of this. What good do you?" So they said, "You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get in this castle. We're gonna set some Home Alone style traps, and then we're gonna stop this whole army." That's what they're doing. But at this point, Willow decides, you know what? While we've got some downtime, I'm going to try and turn this Raven back into a human. And he does his little, and she gets turned into a goat. Not a person. She's pissed off. What I would be too. Leave me as the bird. You know
Right.
what I mean? Bird is way better. You
Right.
you don't want to eat the bird.
She led them. She like led them through the fucking valley and shit. She's like, follow the bird. Was she's
Right?
flying around? Where are you gonna fucking the goat can only go so far?
He's like, well, fuck me. Whatever.
Yeah.
So Brave brings her whole ass army to their door, and it is fucking this is another one of those moments where it's controlled, just fucking chaos. There's a battle, there's traps, and we have, all the shit going down. And out of nowhere, there's Willow up at the top with the baby, and then this is where more trolls attack.
hmm
And Willow's like, and then the goat's like, "There's magic on them, Willow." And Willow's like, "Hey, yo, good at throwing this guy into a thing here." And then he turns the troll into an aborted fetus.
Oh yeah.
And then he kicks that aborted fetus into the water. And then as that aborted fetus is into the water, it turns into a giant two-headed dick demon. And I said, "Excuse me? That's a penis." And we went, "Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a two-headed dick demon, all right."
I've seen a dude with two dicks before.
I don't know that I want to, but I'm morbidly curious.
One looked regular and one just like looked like a chunk of skin, but it also
makes sense.
like got hard and like it did everything. It didn't pee. He had no pee hole or nothing. But yeah,
Oh,
he's like some weird fucking Indian dude.
okay. Good for him, I suppose.
They got exposed, I'm sure, to something.
Is that when they say you're happier than a two-peckered goat? Is that what this guy
Yeah,
think?
like it.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the two-headed dick demon can breathe fire. That's something that's happening. So then we have Brave's army just starts battling with the two dick demon and Willow's group. And during the battle, Willow stabs a bitch, and I was pretty impressed. Like he's been very like, "Oh no, Willow, you with the violets over here." But this one is like, "You're coming after my baby," and just like fucking stabs him through the throat with a sword. And I thought that was crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it stuck him through the jaw, so it couldn't open its mouth. And then when it went to go breathe fire, it fucking exploded.
No, that's the people. He killed those people. They were coming after the baby. Mad Kilmer gives him a sword, and he's like, "Here, protect the baby." And he's like, "Ah!" and runs into him with that thing. It was crazy. So in the insanity, the Annihilator guy, the guy with the skull mask, steals the baby. Oh wait, but I forgot. You're right. The other part happened first. Mad Kilmer jumps off this thing and stabs the two dick demon in the neck. Falls down, looks at Brave, and they just start making out as the two-headed dick demon explodes from the fire. It's pretty epic. It's just like in the movies when they're making out as the explosion happens in the distance, and they're like, "Yeah, cool." You know? Kind of, maybe, sure. But then the Annihilator steals the baby, and Willow gains an army after they show that they pretty much, with only like two people, pretty much staved off like this entire army. Plus, they have the baby that can save the world. And Sophia, they want to take out Sophia because like this is their only hope. I like that we named her Sophia, by the way.
Sorry, I had a glitch for a second. My fucking headphones went all weird.
Oh.
So then I'm like, I hope he's not asking me any questions.
Not really. Where was I? Okay, now that Willow gains the whole army and they're just kind of camping outside of Sophia's kind of palace. I call it the manor. Let's call it Sophia's Manor. Oh, Sophia's Manor? That's a name.
That sounds like a soap opera.
Today on Sophia's Manor. You stupid bitch. What did you come here for?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a really good what's her name from Schitt's Creek?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Moira Rose? That's it.
Yeah.
Like, "You dumb idiot. What do you think you're doing over?" Yeah. Anywho's. Willow actually uses his magic. Oh, so this is where they're camping out there, and the evil bitch is like, "You're nothing. You're not men. You're pigs!" And he tries to turn everybody into pigs, which
Oh,
she does.
yeah, except for Willow because he's doing a little spell to
Yeah,
protect him and the baby.
the goat gets in there and she's like, "Listen here, Willow, you gotta do it, you stupid son of a bitch." And then Willow's like, "Hey, yo, I'm just a little guy here doing some magic here." And he starts saying some shit. And there's a protective thing on there. And out of nowhere, I think I wrote it down. Willow orders his drink at a local cafe and then turns a goat into an ostrich, a turtle, a tiger, and finally, an old bag woman. Old bag woman is a sorceress, apparently, and she turns all the pigs back into humans.
Which she didn't know how long she'd been changed because she
Yeah,
aged apparently. And she's
sure
like,
did.
"Oh God, has it been this long?"
That's some bullshit. You
Yeah,
have
if you're
to,
changed, I don't feel like you should age.
I'm saying, right? Or
Like
at
she
least,
should have just been turned back to what she looked like when she got changed.
I know, fuck that. That's stupid. But didn't happen. And this is the point where I put that me and you were stressing the fuck out because they were taking like 13 years to get into this place to save this baby. And we're like, that baby's dead. It's been
Oh,
like a
yeah, she
week.
had already started the goddamn ritual, and
I'm saying,
they're like, we're gonna build catapults, and we're gonna do this and this and set shit up, like. And I also said that was old timey war shit, where they're like, let's
right?
post outside this fucking castle and get ready. Like, I wish we still fucking did wars like that, and you actually had to fucking man up and do something instead of
Right?
just sitting behind a computer and
I just hit
fucking,
a button and murder half of the
yeah,
population.
right. We're fucking. Yeah, I'm like, they need to hurry the fuck up. Like, she's already started this ritual. She's already
Hmm.
drank this baby half dry. And she split that shit between her and Christopher Reeves with the stem cells, and they're both fucking. It's already over. What are you guys even doing? Go
Yeah.
home now.
Fuck it, we're done, Shit.
You fucking failed.
So basically they get this great idea from Willow that they're gonna kind of Trojan horse them. They're all gonna dig holes and they're gonna hide in them during the cover of night, and they're gonna have them come out there because the one lady's gonna be like, "Yeah, we give up." And as they do that, they pop up and just,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, bitch, yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's exactly what happens. And then we have Willow, Mad Kilmer, the old bag lady, and Brave all get into the castle to get the baby. And bag lady serve. So I put old bag lady serves Sophia, and Sophia serves her back. So now it's on, and
Oh
they have a
yeah,
sorcerer off,
they
and they
did.
start striking poses. They start runwaying. There's like fucking pyro and shit going on while everybody else is trying to save the baby in the background. And during all of this, so Brave's mother is Sophia. Sophia is like, "You've betrayed me, you dumb bit cunt. You're not my baby anymore."
Yeah,
And like yeets her almost into spikes.
yeah.
But luckily, old bag lady's like, bitch, and saves her. That's crazy. Your own mother was gonna throw you into spikes like it's fucking Mortal Kombat 2?
Bah.
That's wild. That's some wild shit.
I'm gonna send you to go work for your cousin Rita.
Yep.
You
Maybe,
could be the
honestly.
one that mixes the clay in the back.
Sophia is then tricked by Willow using the same old trick that he failed at the very beginning of the movie where he tried to make the pig disappear. He makes the baby disappear and she does the ritual thinking that the baby's still there. And I don't know, she turns into some kind of weird Winamp mist and just kind of dissipates.
Hmm.
I don't know how to explain that any better. Like if you old Winamp when you just put it on and the music just kind of made the whoosh, 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 whoosh down. That's what
Hmm.
happened. And then everybody is stoked. It's the next day. Everyone's cleaned up. The baby's still alive. Willow is given a sorcerer's book
Hmm.
to ride back home with. Where Mad Kilmer and Brave look like they're gonna kind of be parents to this baby and raise her to do the thing. And I have one last gift for Willow. Little fucking Sebastian. Little Sebastian, and that is his credit. That's it. So what happens after that is he gets on Little Sebastian, and they just show him just riding off into the countryside. As 5,000 Candles in the Wind plays in the background, which will be what I sung earlier. I'm not going to do it again because I'll blow my voice out. But that's the end of Willow from 1988. And honestly, I dug this movie a lot. Like a lot, a lot. I don't know about you, Eric. How did you feel about it?
It was fun.
What would you rate this movie out of 5?
I'd say a 3.
Okay, solid. I gave it a 4, actually. I fucking love this movie. And I put it's Little People Star Wars, Cool Runnings, and the weirdest D&D session of all time.
That'd have been great if when the whole movie was over, it just cut to them is all sitting around a table playing D&D. And home dude's like, why do I always get stuck playing the dwarf?
It makes way more sense than anything else they had going on. Honestly, come on. But yeah, I really dug it. I guess this is one of those things. Do you think we'd survive in the world of Willow? 50-50.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they have medicine, but they have magic. So maybe we'd be okay.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
I probably like be a tavern owner.
You'd be a fucking awesome tavern owner. You could have your musical instruments just playing. Just don't ask people if they want to breed.
Yeah. I just run be the bartender and own the tavern and fucking, yeah.
I don't know what I would be. I would like to be an adventurer, but
yeah. Take that sword fight outside. I ain't cleaning up the goddamn blood.
Unless it's period blood and you get the fuck out of here.
Then that's Sophia's problem.
Yeah. Fuck you, Sophia. All right. So, Eric, do you want to get into every movie that we covered this year?
Sure.
Okay. So it's 2025. We had a whole year of 2024. Slightly less shows because we went from doing shows every week to every other week. And then we didn't do stuff for a while because of the whole cancer diagnosis thing. So that was fun. Woo, woo, woo. But
you know it.
in that time, we actually had 5 guests. And most of them were in the last 2 months. But we had Caleb from Horror Soup on. We had your wife, Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
We had Eddie on twice. And then we had David from Squawking Dead, which shout out, we might have somebody else on from that show coming here soon.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Baby. And then we had Classy Matt. Oh, that was a hell of a sneeze. No one saw it because no one watches him, but I seen it. I saw your soul leave your body, actually.
That hurt, yeah.
Saw it. I was here. So in that time frame, I didn't count how many there were. Let's see here. 26. We covered 26 movies last year, Eric. Seems like 0 movies because they were all so much fun. But that being said, you wanted me to, at first I had top 5, least top 5, but then you said, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
So you want me to read my list?
Yeah, you read yours, and I'll compare it to where I kind of had things. Because, like I said, mine's in like still all weird fucking Joker format where I'm like, I have a top, and then I have like ones that I'm not sure. They like sat somewhere in the middle, and then ones that are for sure lower ones, and yeah. And I kept changing my mind.
Number 1, I have a Scott Pilgrim. I don't know why I like Scott Pilgrim. Because it seems like I didn't like it when I was making this, but I think that's just because I had to make the most notes because we had Caleb on for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I still loved Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So what was your number 1?
See, and I have fucking four. Now I gotta pick. Uh, I think my top one, like, because we were talking about combining sequels
Oh yeah,
into
for
one
sure.
thing. I think mine's gonna be the the Candyman's, the original
Yeah,
OG one, and then the new one that they did
yeah,
that went off of the first one.
yeah. That ranked really high for me too. So don't worry, it's coming very shortly.
It was tied
Uh,
between that and Machete, just
okay,
because it's fucking the Machete movies are fucking hilarious.
and it's what. Yeah, Machete is basically your life. So yeah. My number two is Pootie Tang.
I'll probably put Machete then after
Okay,
Candyman.
okay. My number three is the Candyman. Candyman original and Candyman 2001.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna say, um, shit.
Do you want me to just keep going?
No, no. I'm gonna say Constantine.
Constantine was good too. Yeah. My number four, Thanksgiving, baby. Number four.
Mine's
Such
Boone.
stupid. Oh, Boone is so good too. That's the thing. There's some of these that are really good, and then there's some of them that are just they were
Yeah.
not good. My number five is Trick or Treat. I actually really like Trick or Treat.
Okay. Uh, I would say, yeah, that'd be about the same. Because
Okay.
now I'm hitting into the section of like where I just have the shrug doodle that I made.
Number six for me is The Babysitter.
um, I would say Wonka.
Okay, yeah, that was good. You really liked Wonka though. Um, Number seven is Machete and Machete 2 for me.
Uh, that would be. I'm gonna say Kick Ass.
Yeah, Kick-Ass was what a weird movie to watch, but it was very hard to cover, but very fun to watch.
Right.
Um, my number eight is Boone.
Okay. Um,
Fucking love that movie.
I'm gonna go with Thanksgiving.
All right, see, yeah, top 10 still, baby. That's why we're doing it every year. It's Thanksgiving season, baby. My number nine, Saltburn. That was such a fun episode to do with you.
Oh yeah, we'll go with that one.
Okay. My number 10, Constantine.
Okay. I'm gonna say Mean One.
Oh, yeah, okay. My number 11 is Kick Ass.
Um, I'm gonna say probably the Babysitter one there.
Okay. My number 12 is Wonka, 2001.
That's gonna be my Pootie Tang.
Okay. My number 13 was Chillerama. Boy, did I have a good time with Chillerama.
We'll do Scott Pilgrim there.
Okay. Number 14 was Attack of the Killer Donuts.
Okay. See now this is where they're gonna get. I'm gonna put actually Chillerama there for me.
Okay. We're pretty close on those ones. Chillerama was just fun. And plus we had
Yeah.
Dave, and it was just a
Yeah.
good time. Number 15 was Bitch Ass.
Okay. That works. Yeah, I'd say the same.
Number 16 is the Spirit Halloween movie. Only because I don't think it's a better movie than anything else that comes on here, but we quote that, sorry, your dad died of cancer for every fucking movie now. So I think it just had lasting effects on me. So that's where Spirit Halloween is.
I'm gonna say Frosty.
Okay. My now we're on number 17 is Chud.
That's gonna be my Spirit.
Okay. Number 18 is Hot Frosty.
Um, shit. We're going from top to bottom, right?
Yep.
Okay. What was yours?
Hot Frosty.
I'm gonna put Chud there.
Pretty close. Number 19 is Ouija's for me. It was stupid,
Uh,
but it was a lot of fun to cover.
I think I'm gonna put uh fuck. I'm gonna put Cinco de Mayo there.
Okay. So we are on number 20. My number 20
Just
is
because it was so fun to watch that movie with you
yeah.
while you're cringed as fuck and I was just dying laughing.
Me, I'm like, "Ooh." My number 20 is the mean one.
Okay. I'm gonna say Ouija's.
21, Bloody New Year.
Uh yeah, that'll work.
22 for me is Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Um I'm gonna say Attack of the Killer Donuts there.
All right, all right. My number 23 is The Slaw Awakens.
uh I'm gonna do yeah, that works there too.
Number 24 is Cinco de Mayo.
Mine's gonna be Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Yeah, that movie was not good. It was yikes. My number 25. So this is my second from the last movie that I feel is covered in 2024 for a wider range of conversations. Bomb Pizza. Fuck, that movie sucked.
um
But it was still fun.
I'm gonna do Amityville in the Hood there.
I think we just got our last two switched. This is my number 26 for the least favorite thing that we've covered this year is Amityville in the Hood.
And I'm gonna put Bomb Pizza just because I couldn't really. I don't know. It had its funny moments, but it was also weird. It was
I just don't understand that. That's not a movie. It was like basically a weird. It's like when you give people who'd never done film before, like, listen, we're gonna give you Snoop Dogg. Just make a movie about somebody fucking fucking as a pizza person.
Yeah, they could order the extra
Yeah.
sausage or whatever the fuck on it,
Crazy.
and he'd show up.
And that's it. We did it. We made it through a whole nother year. We started this year out with Willow. Willow is probably gonna be pretty high at mine, unless we have some crazy stuff happening. Any idea what we're gonna be covering next week, Eric? So we can give them
Sure don't. No, a shout out of a message to our possible future guest to see when she's available and or what she has or has not seen and stuff.
Okay.
So I know I tossed out that sloth movie.
Dude, let's just do it. Has she seen it?
I don't know. I'm waiting for
Okay.
a response. But I also have to go just kind of take a walk through Tubi and see if there's something
boy.
that's like this. This looks god awful.
The sloth movie looks like it could be a winner. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, we should cover it regardless.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we should be nice to her and watch something that's gonna be like B movie-ish but still kind of good, or watch like something like fucking Amityville Toilet. But not necessarily that movie.
I mean, I've been threatening to cover that movie for a long time. So
She's like, she'd fucking. I'll never be back on the show. We fucking make her watch that. Like, I'll never be back on.
no,
Fucking...
that's definitely gonna be me and you alone covering. Maybe we can get Kayla back for that one.
Or just warn her pre-hand, be like, you're gonna want to be fucking drunk or something when you watch this movie.
For sure. Yeah, it's not. You're not. Will be funny. The movie won't be.
I mean, it will be, but not supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out with us for a full other calendar year. This is, I think, the one before that we weren't around for a full year because we started in May. I think this is our first full calendar year.
It is.
Wow. And then Mighty Morphin Millennial Rangers is coming back as I've been hard at work doing my best to get those episodes up and going for us. So
Yeah,
that's going to be hype. So
we
we're
should
going back
have
to
those. Yeah. We should have those going. So what the plan is you can catch us every other week, and on the other off weeks you will be catching Mighty Morphin Millennial Rangers. So it'll be one of each. You'll get us every week, just not the same show.
yeah,
And with Sean added.
yeah. Which thank God, because he knows so much more about this stuff. And I'm just like, Rita's a drag queen on the moon with her fucking furries. And he's like, actually, it's not the moon,
Yeah.
but it's kind of the moon. So,
Yeah, I went back. I went back and was listening to the one where he was tripping about Griffin's cakes, and how like we started the episode, and you're like, "How's everybody doing?" We're like, "Oh, fine," because that was when we did a twofer, and he's
yeah.
just like, "Yeah," he's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty high right now," and I'm like, "Same." And then after that, everything went off the rails. So that's probably what's gonna happen.
You'll be able to tell when we're getting a little into the second, maybe third episodes that we record at a time, when Sean's just like, man, I'd like to clap that monster's cheeks. And I'd be like, you know what? Same. Let's go. You guys can do what you do, and I'll just take my allergy pill before the end of the second episode. So I'll be in the same position as you. And I'm just like, hey, fucking things are going on, you know? But yeah, I'm
Well,
glad
yeah,
to be back. And we're going to have a full calendar year of us doing wild shit. We're going to be close to the Green Ranger saga too soon.
sweet.
Everyone's looking forward to that, especially
Yeah,
me.
Mark got. I saw some of the gameplay because Mark got the game and
Mm,
was streaming it on Discord. It looks fun as fuck, and also part of it looks hard as fuck too.
it is.
So,
Yeah, I bought that too.
okay, I have to get it still.
You should. And then we could play it, and it'll be fun.
I just hate that it's on. I want to get it for the Switch. I just hate that it's digital, and I can't just go
I know.
buy a fucking copy of it because I don't want to blow out the memory on the Switch, which means I have to get an SD card before I can get the game and all that shit.
This might be one of those situations where you cut it out at this point, but the GameStop in the mall's closing.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's yeah. What's the? There's not going to be much left. Spencer's, the massage guy,
They're just trying to get everybody out of
Bath
that
and
mall.
Body Works,
Yeah.
the theater.
They're getting a uh I call it the hate chicken of the craft world.
Hobby Lobby
Yeah, that's it.
or Michael's.
This is where we're friends for a long time. When I say something outlandish like the hate chicken of the hobby world, and you're like, oh yeah, it's Hobby Lobby. And I'm like, you're right. You get it.
It's either that or Michael's, one of the two.
Michael's is actually very pro LGBTQIA plus two.
Oh, okay.
Not so much the other one.
I'm
who-
waiting for them just to seal off that building, like get out the rest of the things, and then just seal the building off where PetSmart is, and just tear it down, and
Yeah.
they'll literally just leave Ollie's and the theater and PetSmart and the little chunk and like Spencer's and Bed Bath and Beyond or whatever the hell that's right there. That's it.
Well,
But I think
apparently,
there's like a whole gymnast school in there or something,
oh, did you hear that?
huh?
I farted and it went,
That was the producers telling us that's our times. Go ahead and go ahead and hit us with the socials, Rick.
if we had a producer, it would that's how it would do. It'd come out of my bowels for sure. You can check us out at Wide a Range of Convo on Instagram. I am not charted at all my socials. Eric is _Eric___989. We do appreciate the messages you've been sending us. Thank you so much. People like the video about us eating the pigs, so maybe we'll bring the unwrapped to the masses.
Yeah,
We
have
didn't
to
do
find
that this
something
time.
new. No.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find a king cake this year.
Oh yeah. King
I'm
Cake
just,
wasn't the last one.
Yeah. I'm just not gonna pay the $40 it is to get it to us. So
Oh Jesus, no! You could probably find one at fucking Krejak's.
well, that or I'm gonna make one. We haven't decided yet because I
Oh.
found the recipe already.
I don't think you can order just one little baby though. You probably have to order them in bulk.
I'm not gonna do the baby thing. That's disgusting.
Why? That's the point.
Who's okay?
If you
If-
find the baby, it's supposed to be good luck.
You know that means you have to buy the next cake.
Well, it's supposed to be good luck too, but yeah, then next year it's on you, I guess. But
And if I've already baked it, I'm not doing it again. Shit.
it's house rules. We'll just say yeah, it's good luck.
Okay. You're right. It's like Uno house rules here.
Right.
Uno reverse. But that's it. Like I said, next week we're recording that, so probably not next week you'll hear from us, but the week after that, you'll get another wider range of conversations, and the week after that, you'll get a Mighty Morphin Millennial Ranger.
Yeah.
Unless you get done sooner, who knows? We should probably have our actual release schedule up on things too, so people know when to expect it. Generally Thursdays, but who knows?
Right. I'll have this done by tomorrow.
Yeah, I figured as much. Is today?
Today's Monday.
Where am I? Fucking, I don't understand anymore, man. Like after this whole New Year's thing, and now we're back to the first week of the year. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
And now we're recording on a Monday, and I'm like, oh, tomorrow's Monday. No, it's not. We've already done it.
No, it's good. Yeah, that was my fault because I chose. I'm like, can we just watch this New Japan show and record tomorrow? Because I really want to
wait.
see it.
Yeah, can we watch the main event after this?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. All right. So bye, guys. Fuck off. I want to go watch Ricochet and Zack Sabre Jr. beat the shit out of each other.
All right, later, guys.
Bye.
Did you enjoy this episode? Then check out more at 999.network, Mid-Michigan's premier podcast network.